All right, so we've got a freezing rain warning for tonight. So we've been called in to go salt. All right, so the first thing you gotta do is you gotta remove your tarp so that you can get the salt loaded in. So you gotta remove these straps and get your tarp off. As you can see, nice and easy. It helps if you have somebody else doing this with you, but I'm early, so I'm doing it alone. So just waiting in line to get loaded up over here. Beautiful work over there. There we go. Nice and full. He's ready. You always want to have your windows down whenever you're in the yard in case, you know, somebody might get run over. You want to be able to hear people and communicate. Chilling. He's gonna top me up and then he's gonna put some salt in. Yeah, I'll pull some off. Yeah, thank you. Hey Matt, you want me to do your taxes?
What's happening?
Chilling. Actually, let me get like 3 of those square buckets. Just toss them in the back here. Thanks, bro.
Have a good one.
You too. That's me swerving. All right, so we're gonna put the top on. Beauty. There it is. Can you do the one right in the very, very back? I'm gonna hold the corners down here. I just usually hook them to the rails along the side there, the bumpers. Got it? Beauty. All right, here, if you wanna do this side, same thing to the rail. I'm gonna do the other side and we're good. 3, 2, 1. Same here. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. All right, so we log in, we load the route. Everybody's got to be punched in order for the route to actually load. So we've punched in our shoveler, even though he hasn't gotten here yet. I've already gone through the checklist, of course, the full checklist. Finish. Plug in because battery power is low. All right, we're going to start the route. As you can see, we've got 13 properties. First one is here. Then we're going to start driving. And we're gonna navigate with Google Maps. I'm excited, let's get started. All right, so we're just on our way to the job sites right now. The nice thing about being a site operator is that basically the truck is yours. You can do as you please. And one of the things we like to do is blast the music, so. When you get to the job, we're at the next site here. This is a big property, it's a commercial property.
Okay.
The shoveler work, I know you know this.
Yeah.
The shoveler work is the orange yellow over here, and my work is the purple as the site operator.
Okay.
We're gonna go through what you have to do.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that while I do all this, and then we'll meet at this gate here.
Okay.
So that we can finish up nice and quickly. Cool?
Yeah, definitely.
So we're turning on the agitator, the vibrator, whatever you want to call it. We're dialing in our settings over here. The one on the right is the auger, which is the speed at which your salt comes out. Then on the left is the spinner, which is how wide your salt goes out. So you rotate to the left, it's a more narrow stream. More to the right, it's a wider stream. But the further you go to the right, the wider the stream, the less concentrated it becomes. So if you're gonna have a wider spread, you also wanna increase your auger, your concentration, the amount of salt that comes out, so that it's more uniform and you can lay more salt out. Basically the goal is, I like to do 2 passes, just one on the left side, one on the right side of the road, just to get it averaged out real nice so that it's as even as possible. You always wanna listen. You hear that clinking? That means my spread is too wide because I'm hitting the fence and I'm hitting the doors on the left. So I'm throwing too much salt outwards. I like to hear just a small little plink, which basically means that I'm getting just to the edges, but I'm not wasting salt. So you hear that, just a little plink here and there, that's fine. Grab a little Tim Hortons. All right, so we're pulling back up to the yard over here. So we're gonna roll down the windows again for safety over here. We wanna make sure that we can hear people in case somebody's in our way. We wanna be able to stop if they say stop. We're coming in nice and slow, respectfully. We don't wanna speed. And now we're gonna unload our salt. All right, so we're just unloading salt now. We're done our shift, getting the salt unloaded so that we can go home, baby.